How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a fantastic, wonderful day. We're gonna be jumping right back here into some more Project Note Zone. Doctor, you've got to help me. I'm addicted to Twitter. Doctor, I don't follow you. All right, let's jump in here. Get in here. All right. So in the last stream, we managed to get our nitro reactor set up and automated. Automated to the point where we automatically smelted up all of the uranite that is currently over in these drawers. We have ice automatically being turned into blue ice and being pumped into there. So it's going into this drawer and then getting pumped over. Then we have coal automatically getting moved over into there as well as redstone automatically moved over into there, all from the laser IO nodes. We also discovered in the last stream that we did not have a flux point down, so we got that put down for our whole system. And yeah, power is looking good. Now, we were looking into upgrading to the ME controller. Found out that in order to do that, our biggest setback was the cyanite, which we need to turn into plutonium, which we just now acquired enough cyanite to turn into a seed in order to get basically as much plutonium as we want. So we needed to get that set up, and that is for this in here. This ludicrite requires plutonium to be reprocessed in the reprocessor. Then you get the ludicrite from that at a cost of 1,000 FE per 2 into 1. So should be relatively okay there. And then we also discovered that we needed black iron. In order to get black iron in this pack, you have to go through Mechanism with a pressurized reaction chamber with kerosene and plutonium. I have not looked at kerosene and plutonium yet. I'm sure that's going to be a whole nother thing that we need to do. But we need to get into Mechanism in order to get the pressurized reaction chamber. In order to get that, you need the enrichment chamber. In order to get to the enrichment chamber, you need the advanced control circuit, which requires infused alloys for Mechanism, as well as the basic control circuit with the metallurgic infuser from Mechanism. So Mechanism is the name of the game today. Mechanism is the name of the game today. Let's go ahead and start our process of getting there. Now, in order, so if we look at this, we look at this guy. We need to make infused alloys. That's one. We need to make reinforced alloys. That's two. We need basic control circuits. That's three. We are going to have to get into refined obsidian. So that's four. I don't know about the enriched iron. You use it to make steel. I think our steel production's okay for now. We have a seed for it. But we are going to need this. We're going to need essentially 5 or 6 different ones. Maybe 7. So let's go with 8. Let's make our target 8 metallurgic infusers. That's going to be our target. And we'll start there. We're going to start there. So in order to get 8 of these, the obsidian I'm not worried about. The osmium I'm not worried about. The nitro I'm not worried about. We need 8 steel casings. In order to get 8 steel casings, we need 8 machine frames. So that's going to require 32 of these, which I know we do not have. There's no way we have the Durlin. There's no way we have that. Yeah. We're going to have to make that. And the recipe for that is alloying aluminum and copper. So that's fine. So we need 8 of these, which is 8 of these, which is 8 of these. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So we need 8 blocks of silicone. Or silicon, rather. We need 8 of these. Okay. We're going to need a whole bunch of lead and copper plates. Yeah, I figured we would need more. Let's get some lead here. And then get those turning into plates. Get that maxed out. We actually already have some copper plates here. So we're gonna need 16 copper plates, which we have. And then we need 32 lead plates, which we have. Let's go ahead and get these made. The cobalt, we have enough as well. So there's our 8 basics. Energized copper is just copper. That's not that big of a deal. Especially since we can just drop it in here. And dang near instantly get it, which is wonderful. Okay, I figured that was going to be a problem. This is magma over cobalt. There's no other way of getting these, correct? Because you cannot get the dust. Dissolution chamber, I guess, but that's a more expensive way of doing it. Yeah, that's our only option. So if we look at magma, get one of those. Let's get some cobalt. We get 32, I guess. We do not need blazing blood for this, I don't believe. No, it's just lava. So let's give this the old swap-a-roo. Let that smelt up. We don't need to sleep anymore. We have power all throughout the night now. That's lovely. Just need this to smelt up. Okay. We need quite a bit of this. There we go. Should be running low here. Yep. Okay, that's 11. Probably gonna need more than that. Okay, 8 was enough. Or we had enough there. That's fine. That's fine. Now, we turn it all into... Let's get some tin. And we want to gear up that tin. Want to gear up the tin. We're going to need quite a bit. 16 is actually the perfect amount. Okay, we're going to need 16 of that, at least. We need 16 of this, which was just aluminum and copper. Gives you 90 millibuckets. So 5, you get 5 per. And we need 16. Let's do 4 crafts. So we need 4 blocks of aluminum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. Do this. Okay. And then we need 4 copper. And that should be enough for what we need. Need a place to hide. I was gonna try to pour out the magma, but it doesn't look like that's possible. Doesn't look like that's possible. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. Nice. Get it all poured out. All right, while that's pouring out, so we have enough this, we're getting this. Let's look at the next tier. We're gonna need 16 steel, or no, 30. No, we actually needed 32 of this. We actually needed 32 of that. We're only making 20 right now. So we need to do 3 more crafts. Give me 2 copper. We'll find a safe hiding place. Your light will guide us on the way. You can be my secret in the night. Need a place to hide. All right. I need at least 8 more here. On the way. Secret in the night. Okay. Then we're also gonna have to make steel. Okay, there's all the machine frames. Yeah. We need to plant our steel seed. Whole world on fire. We'll set the whole world on fire. Right, let's let that build up for a little bit here. We're gonna need plenty of osmium as well, which we have enough. We have enough of that. Enough for 3. Let it build up a bit more here. The camera seems a little high. There we are. You go a little lower. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Do 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 do. There we go. We just need 2 more steel. So this craft should be enough. There's that. Now to make 8 of those, we just need the obsidian furnaces. Oh, I thought they were obsidian. Okay. That's okay. So we need a full stack. Okay. Okay. Then we need 8 gold blocks. There's gonna be a little bit more than a stack. Okay. Nice. Nice. Beautiful. Oh crap. No, we needed double that amount. Double that amount. Okay. Okay. Give me a stack plus... Oh no, not the raw gold. Give me a stack plus 8. Here we are. 8 gold furnaces. 8 diamond furnaces. 8 emerald furnaces. 16 of those. They don't stack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need more osmium. Six, 7, 8. Okay, now this mess of wire is unnecessary. Okay, that's getting powered there. This one gone. These gone. Alright, that gives us 6 cables to work with here. This cable here is unnecessary now as well. That's only 3 spots. If I take this out here. Yo! Wave Ride! Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Rapids Legion. How you doing? How you doing today? If I move this to there. We can get some cobble. Get some cobble. Get a wand. Expand this side out a little bit. Probably good. Run this cable down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, we'll have more machines here afterwards. That's fine. Get our metallurgic infusers down. Alright. They got power. Looking good. Don't need all this anymore. So we need infused alloys, which are all the tiers of capacitors. All the tiers of capacitors. That's just redstone and osmium for the basic control circuit. This is made in the pressurized reaction chamber. In order to get that, you have to have the enrichment chamber. We need an enrichment chamber anyway. So we need the enrichment chamber first, which is why it's here. And then... yeah, we're gonna have to make these capacitors. We gotta make these capacitors. Just when you thought you were done with the capacitors, it comes right on back to you. Did I not just make a bunch of tiny capacitors? What did I make? Oh, this tier? Okay. Nice. Give me that back. And this is with redstone. Oh. Okay, we need 4 of these at least. It's such a knee-jerk reaction at this point to go to sleep in the bed whenever it's nighttime, but I don't need to anymore. I don't need to anymore. There we go. Basic as osmium and redstone. Let's get 16 of those. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we're gonna definitely want to make these, as well as the energy version as well. So we need 8 per machine. That's 1632 of the infused alloys. So we're gonna need a bunch more of those. Ten's probably not enough. 10 is probably not enough if I had to guess. Not a Durasteel. Because we're out of pearls? Oh yeah, because we need to... We have to get our pearls over into... here. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Do. Out of redstone in here for those. Something tells me redstone will not be a problem. Of course, once we get the enrichment factory, we can enrich everything, and then everything's gonna go a little easier. So then what's our... Oh, yeah, we need these. And we need the Durasteel to come in. Now it's out of aluminum. We could also use the infused alloys to upgrade all the energy cable as well. Okay. Oh, give me those back. Way-oh, way-oh. Boo-doo. We're up to 15 out of 32. 15 out of 32. That's just... Well, once we get 16... we can up the speed. Osmium dust. Oh, you can't make dust in there, eh? Oh, you have to use the... Oh, you can't. Okay. There's 8 speed upgrades. We only have 8 left. We need another 16 for the energy. And how many capacitors? We need more of those. We need more redstone ingots. We need more Invar. Okay. Need more redstone ingots. We need more Invar. Doo-doo-doo. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. We were trying to make the capacitors. Do 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 do. Oh no. Okay. Nice. All the way back down. Another 6. That should be able to make 6. 6. 6. And 6. Need more redstone in there. Seven seas. I live long life of traveling. Oh, we need 2 more. See it all, yeah. See it all, yeah. See it all, I wanna see it all, yeah. anything just to leave this town tonight. I'd give anything. Okay, need more iron. Lil Random, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Leave it all behind. There we go, redstone ingot. Nine of those. You don't know what's up? Electrum, which is gold and nickel, or something like that. Gold and silver, rather. How's life? How's life, Lil Random? I need the wire pressed in here. Grab those out, throw them in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See it. Oh yeah. I wanna see it. Oh yeah. Alright, there's those. Might as well get more. Overproducing. Pretty good, just waiting for the baby to pop out. Get it. I get it. Everything going well so far with it? No unfortunate surprises? All that just makes 64. Not really. Not really. That's just my normal half-ass singing. Back when I was a dishwasher, I used to sing all the time. So then now when I'm streaming, I do the same thing. Can't help it. I'm just passing time. Waiting on crafts to get finished and whatnot. Probably haven't told you about that before. I probably did. I probably have told you about that before. I was actually almost late for the stream today. Neighbor's American, right? And he's from Boston. And whenever him and I get to talking, we end up talking for like hours on end. And yeah, so I was almost a little late, but I managed to get back here with 5 minutes to spare. After showering, getting ready, and all that stuff. You know, normal guy talk, right? Guys can talk about anything, seamlessly go from one subject to the next. Stuff like that. Alright, now need more iron, of course. What's funny is this side is making power, but I'm not even using it for power. Do you think she will deliver the baby in a couple days? The pregnancy has been very smooth. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. And for you, it's your first, so I'm sure you're hella excited. Probably a little nervous. A little nervous. That was 4 stacks of iron, and you get 32 ingots. What's funny is she's probably sitting there like, I've been through this before, da 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 da, like no big deal. And you're like thinking every possible which way. All right. I didn't fully craft up these, which is annoying. With all the micro crafts, I've completely lost count. Oh, we only needed 2 more. For now, we only needed 2 more. That should be enough to make 1 more, because I think we have a spare. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, now we have 16 of those. We can make the energy. The gold dust. Zoop, boop, 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 boop. With this pack, I've learned, always make more than you need. Always make more than you need. Alright, so now this is fully energied up. And it's still probably going to process. You can only see the usage upon processing. So we need to make 200. That's pretty good with all the energy upgrades. That's pretty good. Oh no. My feeder's out of meat. I need more meat. There we go. Also, I should check the mob farm every now and then. Check the mob farm every now and then, because otherwise we're going to end up with lagging issues. Do not want lagging issues. Like, look at all that stuff. It's just, all that stuff is accumulated and it slowly has to pick it up over time. Wow, we finally got a saturation totem. We finally got a saturation totem. It only took how many days? What day are we on? 28? Where's my bottle? No, oh, right there. About to say, no, seriously, where's my bottle? Take that off. Put that on. We have one saturation, and there's 3 levels of it. There's 3 levels of it. Okay, that's all caught up now. We're up to level 131. That's a little crazy. Little crazy that we're up to there. Mighty wind. Have you guys started buying diapers and stuff yet? Surely by now, if she's that close, right? You already got diapers, all that stuff. Falling down hard, when the sky is falling down hard. Stand back, just stand back, I'm chasing the storm. Just stand back, I'm chasing storms. What are we missing on the Durasteel now? Aluminum. Aluminum. What the fuck? Oh, how are we looking on fuel and everything? Good, perfect. Perfect. Hard when the sky is falling down hard. Sky is falling down hard. Stand back, just stand back, I'm chasing the storm. Stand back, I'm chasing storms. Just stand back, I'm chasing storms. Boo, 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 boo. Just stand back, just no! This is why we have to check on the Enderman. Let me see about an Ender inhibitor, see if it helps. We'll see if it helps. Running through my mind, something good that feels right. I will think twice of something good. You were made for moaness, moaness. Nothing we're gonna miss, gonna miss. wrapped in silence. We'll set this guy up, see if it makes a difference. See if that makes a difference. Do 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 do. That's supposed to prevent them from teleporting. They can't teleport, they can't steal shit. Something good. We were made for loneliness, loneliness. We're gonna miss, wrapped in silence. Okay, we got a bit there. I think it was redstone over osmium. Let's get 8 of those. And then we need logic circuits. We have coal, redstone, diamond, obsidian. Oh, I'm counting over here. You can't see it. Ideally, we would want 4 enrichment chambers. So we want 4 enrichment chambers. We need 16 infused alloys. And 16 logic processors. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Stupid metadata. All right, so that's. We wanted, okay. We want 4 of these, which is 8 of those. Which is 16 of these and these. We need 16 of these. We have 9 of 16. Ten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we need logic. We're gonna need the silicon as well. Never mind, we do not need the silicon. We have enough. We are going to need alloy. We will need more of this. But we need 2 more of those, so we actually need more of this. There we are. So we have enough of that. We have enough of the silicon. There we are. Getting those pulled in. Do 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 do. We only have 8 of these. We actually need 16. That should give us a stack of the base tier. The pre-smelt. Or I know nothing. Or I know nothing. Eight gives you 4. Which is not enough. Not enough. Okay, now I have no idea what the problem there was. Maybe something was still smelting. Need more redstone. Okay. 16. Nice. Okay, now we need 4 steel casings, which is all the way down again. all the way down again. Annoying. Okay. Need more cobalt over lava. Turn that off. Since we no longer have night vision, I will sleep. Make it a little easier for you guys to see. We should end up with 20 extra. Okay. 4 of those. We need 8 tin gears. Doo, 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 doo. Doo, doo, doo. Pretty much everything we're gonna need. Your mom probably bought like 2 years worth of clothes. You bought 4 months worth of baby food. What's the expiration date on baby food? Every time we go shopping, we buy whatever's on sale. Got you. Got you. Makes sense. Alright, aluminum. Oh, okay. It lasts longer than I thought. Okay, so that's 9 blocks worth, so we need 9 ingots of copper. There we are. Into the light I will fly, soaring higher and higher, can't see the ground. These stars are getting so bright, not a cloud to see inside. Not sure of where I'm going, even less on where I'm from. Guided by intuition, find out my temptation. Find a way, find a color through the gray. Alright, let's start pouring it out. I don't know why I didn't start doing that earlier. Could have saved a little bit of time here. Ooh. My back. So one of the cool things that's been happening around here. So my wife's back home. She's had two weddings to attend or something like that. But something else that's cool that's been happening is the pack creator. So this is a mod pack, right? So usually a creator will take a bunch of mods, throw them together, tweak the recipes, and make it how they want it to be made. He's actually been hanging out in here for the last few days, watch me play. That's been kind of cool. Cool having him around. Into the light I will fly. And then over on YouTube we have Gamer Luffy. He's been hanging out almost last few nights watching. Twitch is definitely my preferred place to watch though, because I'm not monetarily influenced on YouTube. Alright, there we are. Find temptation. Find a way. I'll find a color through the gray. Think we got enough steel. Yeah. And then here in about a week, I'm heading back to the States. Got some stuff to attend to there. So I'll be there for about, a while. I don't want to say it on stream, but I'll be there for a while. Yeah, we have a Clash reunion that I'm attending, as well as there's some other stuff I'm supposed to do. Hopefully she remembers. I don't remember. There's some other stuff I'm supposed to do. Oh, I need to go to the nearest. One thing I got to do is I have to drive an hour and a half. So I need to get dental done. I need to get dental done while I'm there. So I'm hoping I can get dental done while I'm there, and not have to pay a shit ton of money for it. Get it for free, right? But I also have to go to the nearest national park, which is about an hour and a half away, and pick up my national park ID. So that way, it's good for life, and you can always go to any national park for free. So I might as well claim that. And I want to get that before. I'm worried that one of these days, they're gonna take some of this stuff away. So I'm just trying to get it while I can. Government wise is what I mean. Lead, pearls, diamond. I should probably take a stack of pearls from here. Too late. Too late. I can use these to make pearls. They're pretty good ratio. Let's take all of them. This will be my first time using the VA dental system, though. I have no clue what to expect. No clue what to expect. diamond. I think the diamond has to be in dust form. One I see. Look at me. So hard. Take a face out of my heart. Makes the most of it while it lasts. Right. Yeah, I don't think they'll get rid of the dental aspect of me, but I need a dental cleaning pretty bad. It's in 2025. It's been over a year and a half, almost 2 years at this point since I had a dental cleaning. But it's the state park thing though, or the federal park thing is what I'm not sure about. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Plan on doing some fishing while I'm back too. My dad will have Tuesdays and Wednesdays off work, so hoping we can get some fishing done while it's summer months. And then supposedly the plan is right now, my grandma, my dad's mom, is supposedly supposed to be coming here this November, and for a couple weeks. They're gonna bring her with them, and there's a chance I gotta fly back to escort her back in November as well, so that I might end up doing 2 trips. It's crazy. I need 16 of these per. That's a stack. 1 stack of Enderium to get all 4. I need lead. If I have any extra, I'll make one of these. But we're still missing 1. I doubt I'll have extra though. Oh, we actually already had some in the system. But yeah, we have extra. Of course we have extra. Why wouldn't we have extra? You crazy? There, behind that noise, smiles and tears. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 enrichment chambers. This actually requires 1, so we actually need 1 more. Whoops. Didn't account for that. Let me grab Redstone. Diamond. Coal. Obsidian. They're not fast by any means, but at least they're working. All right. So we need another one of those. There's our gears. So we need 2. Four of those. Which is 8 of these. We're living life in a dream. There we go. Nice. Okay. Now I just need 4 of those. In sorrow, and past tomorrow. Don't you look back, don't look back in sorrow. Do, 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 do. There we are. Then we have to tear up, obviously. But we have that enrichment chamber ready to go. Forever. Might as well get it all done here. Do 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 do. There we go. Get all of these. Get all the enriched carbon. Then we'll grab all this. Have it all on standby. Gotta hate it when you pick up a bunch of stuff you didn't mean to. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. You throw a potion at me. Rude. Do 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 do. Oh. Okay. But at least prevent the Inferium from backing up for a while. Do 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 do. Into the light I will fly. Soaring higher and higher. And so bright. Deep inside. Where I'm going, even less on where I'm from. Guided by intuition, listen out my temptation. Find a way, find a color through the gray. Bow, 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 bow. Do 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 do. That's nice, is installing them all right away. Cool. Probably out of aluminum again. Nope, not out of aluminum. Pearls. Yeah, pearls make sense. Into the light I will fly. Soaring higher and higher. See the ground. It's so bright. Not a cloud to see inside. Where I'm going. Somewhere I'm from. Guided by intuition. Blessing out my temptation. Find the way, hey, find the color through the gray. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna go ahead and take our 5-minute break here. I'll be right back here in 5 minutes. Feel free to grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, let's get back in here. Boom, 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 boom. Does the camera reset again? Who does that sometimes? That did not open properly at all. Yep. There we go. Let me fix the camera. Oops, not that one. That one. Fix the camera. No, camera was fine. Camera was fine. So I'm actually using my phone as the camera. Sometimes I get a message on an app and it bugs out. But that time it was fine. Whoops. Alright. Okay. Remember where I was. Remember where I was. We need this guy, which is expensive. I would like to make a whole bunch of the basic alloys. In order to make the basic alloys, I need a lot. How's our iron levels? Iron levels are good. There we go. Oh, actually, I don't even need to do that. I just need to do this. Okay. And then out of that, so we need more iron. And half a stack of nickel. Only half a stack, thank you. There we go. Let that crap. $54 of those. $54 of those. All right. Zinc. Always something. Always something. Give me a stack of this. Now, put those in there. Okay, so how many of the... So we have 80 of these. We have a stack and 16. So split that in two, combine those, 40. So if I make 40 of those, that'll allow me to make 10 of those. Okay, so then we gotta do that a little bit better. I actually would do 16 and that'll allow me to get 16. Okay. So I want 16 of these. Of course, we're out of copper wire. Why wouldn't we be? Give me that instead. We'll do it this way. I only need 3 sets of wire made. $16 of those. Gives me $16 of those. Will give me 8 of those. Well, 8 of the final tier. 8 of this. So then we need to go 8 all the way up. Yeah, I figured that was gonna be an issue. There we are. That's ice. Okay. That's for our other automation. Okay, so now this is gonna go, oops, not in there. There. That'll get us 8 of the alloys. So all that worked for 8 of those. All that worked for only 8 of those. I definitely wanted to make a lot more than that. That's for sure. If we look at alloy, ideally I would want a stack of each. And it's expensive. So much microcrafting. If I wanted a stack of each of these, for every 2 of the tinies you make. No, for every 4 of the tinies you make, right? No. 2? Okay, so for every 2, you end up with 1 large. For every 2, you end up with 1 large. So that's 2, 4, 6. I would need 6 stacks of these. I would need 6 stacks of those. Six stacks of these require 5 redstone ingots per. So that would be you would multiply 5 so you need 30 stacks of these. And 30 stacks of these require 30 stacks of Invar. And then 320 stacks of the red alloy. which is 320 stacks of iron. I'm gonna get my notepad out. All right. So we need 6 times 64 of the tinies. T's. Which requires 30 times 64 of the redstone ingot, which requires 240 of the red alloy, which is 240 iron, and that number multiplied by 8 1920 stacks of redstone plus 30, let me add that up here, 30 times 64 Invar. So then my notepad's doing this weird thing. That's weird. Anyway, that's fine. Invar so to get okay. There's an easy math situation here. Because you get 3 Invar per craft. And you need 30 stacks of Invar. So there's a 10 times some number. To get what we need here. So you would need 10, you need 10 times 64 Invar crafts, which is going to be double that. Each craft, that's 640 crafts of Invar. So then 640 crafts of Invar take 640 crafts would take 1,280 No, hold on. Because it's 10x. It's 10 stacks of crafting. I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing my math right. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need 1280 times 64 iron. And then 640 times 64 nickel. And that'll give us our crafts of the invar. But then we need to add on the 1280 plus the 240. The total, I need 1520. The total, let me come down here, total equals 1520 times 64 iron. Then we need 640 times 64 nickel. And then we need 1920 times 64 redstone. Redstone, iron, nickel. Okay, so those are our base numbers. 1920 times 64 redstone. Let's check that first. Currently, the 1920 times 64 1920 times 64 is 122,880. So we're only about halfway there on the redstone. We are still generating redstone as we're going. Iron, we don't have like any. But we do have our miners. That have surely picked up iron. Yeah, some. Let's grab the iron and the nickel utilizing our backpack here. Okay, we want iron, nickel. We don't have any redstone in there anyway. So we want to retrieve. Oh, because I didn't set the filter. Iron, nickel. Iron, nickel. Okay, so we have iron, we have nickel. Everything, I mean, not enough, but we have everything that we have here. Let's check our other miner. We have iron, 0 nickel. We can grab the redstone. So we have the iron, nickel, and redstone there. Like I said, definitely not enough. This guy should not be running anymore, right? It's done doing its quarry. Let's check out how much damage this has done. You can see the cube that it's mined out. That's how much damage it's done. That's 128 by 128. Alright, do we have another miner placement anywhere else? We have nether, mining. I think that's it. The only places we've done. So yikes, that's rough. Yikes, that's rough. All right, let's get this stuff placed in. Get that put into our system. Nowhere near enough, mind you. Nowhere near enough. Is our importer fully maxed? It is. There's no stack upgrade, I don't think. Yeah, not with applied. It's not as nice as refined. Refined would have a stack upgrade that you could throw in there, so it's pulling stacks out of time. Knew you could be the new beginning. My heavy heart is broken, but you couldn't end it for the night. Probably gonna need to get more stack upgrades in there. Windmill out of the corner of my eye, I thought it was a gas. That kind of scared me. Our nickel should be fine. Yeah, our nickel's fine. That's still not enough, though. We need 1520. We have 52. 53. Well, we need 1520 stacks. We need 1520 stacks. And 1520 multiplied by 64. Oh, it's 97,000. If we pulverize this first. No, you don't duplicate by pulverizing. You get a chance of getting some of the nickel back. There's no way of doubling this. Yeah, not even crushing. Blasting. Unless you went through mechanism to get there. And you gotta go all the way through mechanism to get there. You get a lot more, for sure. You have to go all the way through. All the way through. Okay. Or you use the arc furnace and have a 50% chance of doubling. We'll have to think about that one. Alternatively, we could also just that gives you the nubs. Where's the We could get the iron seeds placed back down. It'll help a little bit. Will it get us all the way there? I don't know, but it will help. Nickel, we're very sad about. So essentially, we need 40,000 nickel. So 10x the amount that we currently have. So let's go back. Let's pick up all of that. Let's go. Oh, by the way, how much ancient debris did we get? 182 out of all that? Not that good. Not that good. Yes, I ate. This is running its checks. I don't remember if we completed this area or not. We did not. We definitely did not complete the area. I had some more... whatchamacallit? Labo. Zinc. Tin. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. A little sour tasting, but I ate it. I think this is just scanning right now. Oh, we changed the dimension. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine for now. I can always order something later if I'm hungry. Yeah, I will. I forgot we changed those dimensions. This is gonna go out pretty far, probably. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, it looks like it just found something to mine. Like I'm correct in that assumption. So whenever the power dips, that's when it's found something to mine. Boom, boom, boom. Bum, 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 bum. Now I am curious. It's over here. Look at all those mobs. Not sure why the Enderman was mad at me. Pulling in a little bit more iron, a little bit more nickel. And redstone, so we're getting everything we want. What's our numbers again? 640 times 64. $640 times 64. 40,960 nickel. So I'm gonna put a little note next to that. 4960. We need 1920 by 1920 multiplied by 64. That is 23,592,960 redstone. And we need no, something's wrong there. Something's wrong with that redstone math. Something's wrong with that redstone math. 97,280 iron. Yeah, that redstone math's way off. I must have hit something twice. It's 1920 times 64. That's 122,880. There we go. That looks better. That looks better. Those are our final numbers. Let's go home. We got that miner running in the background. Let's check our numbers as they sit right now. Redstone, we have enough. Nickel, definitely not enough. We need 10 times that. Iron, we need 97,000. You can call it 100. So roughly double our iron right now. Essentially double the iron. Our iron essence is coming in very slow. Very slow. But it is passively generating, just like the miner is. Just like the miner is. Check the mob farm here. This is why we check the mob farm. This is why we check the mob farm. Doo-doo. All right. We're about to have to do an enchantment clear out again. Because all the rest of that stuff sitting in there is enchanted. Do 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 do. All right, let's get our enchantment extractor going. Run out of books. Do 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 do. Out of sugarcane. Where's my sugarcane? Did I never replant it back down? Apparently not. Apparently not. Probably enough for now. Okay, now book. Trying to trash the bows. Clear out some inventory space. Do 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 do. Sunshine, so bright, so bright, it's bright. Where's the chestnuts and fire? What's up, Dad? All right. We're gonna run out of books. Need more books. Just woke up. Did you sleep good? Sunrise, blue skies, like a log. Good. We're gonna run out of books like this. I'm gonna have to get more sugar cane. Let's go to sleep so that it grows faster. We'll just fill the inventory up. And while we're doing all this, we're slowly collecting our 97,280 iron, our 40,950 nickel, and we already have the redstone at 122,880. Everything's happening automatically in the background. That's probably enough sugar cane for now. Whoops. Nice. Get all these enchantments ripped off, add them to our library. Then delete the actual base item, clearing up space. So anything not enchanted goes into our trash can. Let's take these out. We'll speed this machine up. Get those over in there. Go ahead and delete that one bow. Okay, anything glowing? We're still working on bows at this point. Nice! That's good. Did they tell you what the problem was? Not yet? Okay. Also, out of curiosity, if you could you do a speed test on your internet there? Specifically looking for the upload speed. Yeah, that'll work. As long as it'll tell you what the upload speed is. Bows. I forgot the bows. How's our books doing? Alright. Sure, some of these enchantments are pretty good. Whoa, that one there. That's a pretty good roll. Pretty good roll on that one. Someone's gonna have to go in by itself. Good. That'll work. That'll work. Of course, it's going to fluctuate depending on the time of the day, but that should work. I think currently I'm fluctuating between 5 and 7 right now per output. So at 4.2, it's probably going to be a 720 stream. That's fine. That's fine. And it'll be single. It'll be single stream instead of dual to YouTube and Twitch both. It'll just be YouTube only. Download's 30 point. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, your download's pretty good. Yeah, it looks like Brightspeed when they took it over. That seems like they have better uploads than what you were getting before. Okay. Oh wow. Wonder what the price there is. Well, I guess you'd be paying the price of the fiber itself, right? You're not going to pay for the installation, surely. Nice. Another saturation. I don't know if we need more than one, but we got another one anyway. Boom. Okay, good job, Streamlabs. You're actually on time for once, Streamlabs. Proud of you. Boom. How much Durasteel we have built up? Not enough. Need a lot more than that. And then how's our iron looking? Let's convert this over. So it's like half a K. These iron seeds aren't where it's at. We're not gonna get there anytime soon. In 97,000, we have 54. The other thing I gotta test and see if my my laptop is even gonna be able to handle running the pack and everything. I still gotta test that out. One thing I should do before I leave is set up the laptop for a stream and just see how the laptop itself handles. It has similar specs to this desktop, but it's a laptop, so those you can have the same exact desktop specs, but then the laptop is going to run worse. That doesn't look right. I feel like I should have. Something weird's happening. $54.7. Oh, it's just how this is displaying. That's what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. Nickel. We need that. We actually have enough redstone. We're not that worried about the redstone. Just the iron and the nickel. I could filter specifically for those things too, but we're doing okay. Now nickel though, we need 40,000. And we are not getting that anytime soon. That is slow rolling. Slow rolling on the nickel. Have I seen the movie Pixels? Yes. Oh, speaking of which, Blazing Saddles. It's on the server, and I just watched it today. That's a pretty good movie. With the guy who played Willy Wonka. I can't remember his name, but yeah, I never watched that before, to my memory, and I watched it today because of as always, a YouTube thing, and then, yeah, it's pretty good. Gene Wilder, right? Yep, Gene Wilder. That was a pretty good movie. There's also on there is also, I think it's called 1,000 Ways to Die in the West, and that one was made by. That one was made by Where's he at? Why is he not listed as like the #1 actor? I don't know why he's not listed as the #1 actor in it. It's the same guy who does Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane. He does all the Family Guy voice actors, a lot of the voice acting for Family Guy, and he wrote Family Guy and all that. But that's 1,000 Ways to Die in the West is, I would say, a modern version of Blazing Saddles, kind of. Not really, because I can't really make that comparison. Blazing Saddles dealt with a lot of, like, at the time, basically bringing light to at the time problems, right, in society. 1,000 Ways to Die in the West does not do that, but it is a very funny Western. It's Western comedy. Tomorrow. Dang, teleporting creepers. Alright, this guy down here should be fine now too. Yep. Yeah, this will be good for a while. These numbers are kind of these numbers are what we need to get one stack of each of these. That's assuming I'm correct and I didn't mess up the math, which I could have. I absolutely could have. But it should be enough Invar and enough redstone in order to get all of these. But I'm gonna go take my break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I need to grab another drink. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Okay, Dad, if you're still there, you might look into, you might check into the fiber, just in case. I was thinking about this while I was away. There's a high likelihood that your price per megabit would actually go down if you get the fiber. I don't know, obviously, without knowing what speeds they're offering and stuff. Like, if you get the fiber, there's a chance that, let's say for the same speed you have now, right? There's a chance that getting the fiber installed, they might keep you at the same price per month, but you might get a bump in your speed. I've seen that happen before when I was in Guam. When I was in Guam, the ISP there upgraded their infrastructure to fiber. And because they upgraded their backbone, I was able to get a higher speed for the same price. It might be something worth looking into. Of course, also, if it's a newer program where they're starting to put fiber in houses and stuff there may be a long waiting list. There may be a long wait time. I have no idea. It really depends on how they're doing it. Whether they're doing it like they're doing here, right, and running it above ground, or whether they're burying cable. Which, honestly, either way they do it, because there's no, right, there's no, there's no, like, manhole system there, right? Because some companies will lay fiber in, like, the subterranean manhole system. Contractor for them is going to be using one of the storage units. You might get a discount on the installation or something. That's kind of cool. Having a contractor, like, kind of like what we have here, right? We have a subcontractor that we know. Yeah, probably on the poles. Yeah, because there's no subsystem there, right? There's no, like, as far as I remember. I mean, there's manholes there. Is there? I can't remember. There's not an underground tunnel system there, right? I don't know. It's probably Phil style, you know. No manhole for phone? Well, no, like, okay, let me do this. It's all buried cables. Let me do this. Pull this over here. Get the... Let me add this in. Right. I figured there's not. Just for sewer, right? Like, for instance, here. Like this photo here, you can see, I mean, obviously this is a train track, right? But all their utilities and stuff are going along the sides. Let's see. I wasn't sure if yeah. I wasn't sure if like the sewer tunnel was large enough to occupy that. So yeah, it's gonna be above wire, above ground. But the phone stuff, is telephone pole as well, though, right? So it would be the same. But the phone stuff right now is above on the wire, on the poles. Or upload? I don't know. Well, yeah, you'd be uploading, right? That'd be considered an upload, because if you were downloading something, you're receiving it. Yeah, right now it's on the poles. Split that. Yeah, it's probably gonna use the same poles. Definitely might be intriguing to talk to that contractor though, and I guarantee you, there's no way that if the fiber installation was free, right? Let's assume it's free. There is no possible way that over a fiber connection, like, how do I explain this? Fiber is, in most parts of the world, fiber is always cheaper than copper. So there is no way that if you got fiber to the house, that there would not be an option to pay the same price for a better speed, upload and download both, because fiber is uniform. Fiber is uniform both ways. Usually. In some cases it's not, but for the most part, if it's direct fiber, it's uniform. Of course, then again too, I wonder how that would work for your ice cream shop. Getting the ice cream shop upgraded might cause problems. Might cause problems for you. Probably wouldn't do the ice cream shop, because otherwise they're going to want to charge you for a commercial line. Need more saturation. It's just poison. No saturation in there. Although the ice cream shop is a question too, because you don't have a pole there, right? There's no pole at the ice cream shop. In theory, that could be a buried cable as well, I guess. Line is buried from the box. Got it. Got it. Yep. That makes sense. That makes sense. Probably to the nearest pole, or the hole probably has a box and then it's buried there. Yeah. Yup. Yeah, I've seen that in Guam as well. We're making a big hole here. It's just slow going. These are the only two resources we're really caring about right now. Okay, well, what we can do while we're waiting for all this stuff to gather up is we can make some progress here. We can make some form of progress here. We need this. So we need at least one of those. By now, stuff is built up to the point where we should be able to make some of this. It's just gonna mess up my math later on, but that's not that big of a deal. I don't have a just dump container either. Oh, that's fine. One thing I need to check on the laptop also is if I have enough storage to move the world over, plus all the programs and stuff I need. I was made for. Because I'm not exactly sure how large of a file this world and mod pack is going to be. See? Oh, yeah. And then I was trying to figure out, too, like, when I'm going to do this, where I'm going to set up. I guess just in the dining room? I'll just set it up in the dining room with the... Is that desk still there? Is that computer desk still there in the dining room? Does it still have the compact on it? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Leave it all behind. I wonder if this is smart enough. If I added in this. So that's not filtered. That's not filtered. No, not smart enough. Okay. That's not gonna work unless we move the actual iron drawer over. Is this thing still going? There's probably no need for this going anymore. We probably don't need this going anymore. So if we disconnect that and move this, we would need another, right? No. Now, if we add in this, there we go. That works. There's our nickel drawer. So then if we add in... Well, we'll have to wait to add in the nickel. So all the iron gets smelted. And then now that I think about it, we're gonna want a drawer, 2 drawers, one for the actual ingot, of iron, and then we're gonna want emerald upgrades. Of course, that's looping around because it's still smelting everything. Once it gets done smelting, we can pull out some of the upgrades. And then put it into the, well, upgrade. Boom, 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 boom. $17 of those. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. Okay. Let's see. How will we do this? Oh, I see. So it's still working through the backlog of iron. Probably for a while. I want it to finish this first. And then I'm going to add on iron ingots to the export list. There's like 5K in our discs right now. Yeah, because I just basically... just like fill them all up with iron. So we're gonna need a piece of nickel as well. After the iron's done, so we don't make the same mistake. Alright, we'll go ahead and let this finish up. And then essentially what I want to do is disconnect these drawers from the system, pull out all the iron ingots that are in the system, and then reconnect. That's how we want to deal with this. That's how we want to deal with this. Still feel my heart beating. Just need to wait for all this to finish. As far as I know, there's no augment on the red side. Maybe blasting? Blasting might work. I don't know if it would actually speed anything up though. That looks like a way just to really filter out what you're trying to do with the furnace itself. This might be a visual bug. I don't know if this is actually... because it's looking power starved. It's looking power starved, but... the universal cable... the universal cable can do 3,000 per tick. It might be power starved, because this might be requesting a bit more than that. Okay, yeah. That seemed to help out. Seemed to help out a little bit. At least now we know it's not power starved. pulling 50,000 is what it's pulling. Was it just pulling that because that's the max that this can do? Can these accept even more power? Because it's full. I don't think doing that would do anything. Pop. Alright, we'll let this finish up. Then we're going to disconnect the drawers. Yeah, our drawers are completely full right now. Or our system is full of iron. Because I did a dumb. Let it finish up the iron. Okay. Now, we want to disconnect this. Disconnect that. Yeah, there's 8,000 iron. That filled up our system. Because I didn't have a drawer down. We'll take care of that. All right. Connect that back up. And everything should be fine. And then now, these should be all, for the most part, fine again. We're getting pretty full anyway. Let me get a nickel. Let me get a nickel here. Smelt it up. Go ahead and give it a drawer. And right over here on the south side, we're going to add in raw nickel. And now that's going to start going crazy. You can see just how fast those furnaces burn through the backlog. And already done. boom, bum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, in theory, we could do the same thing with everything else here, right? Set up their own drawer, automatically smelt it all up. But now, if we go to our miner, let the voids fill in. Yeah, it's not worth it. I was thinking about taking some of that stuff back, but it's really just not worth it. Nether bricks will keep. Then terracotta. No, thank you. Slabs, terracotta, basalt, bricks, terracotta. Okay, now here's the glory of this. We want to restock. Boom. Now we have redstone, nickel. Okay, right. So now, boom, boom. We go home. We deposit it in. The stuff that needs smelted gets smelted automatically and gets put in there. If we make more iron here, it automatically gets put into the right drawer. Alright folks, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you're following the stream. Like, comment on the YouTube VOD. And I'll see you guys all next time.